Bhagavan, Swami, by the infinite grace, love and compassion of Bhagavan Baba, we all are here for the 34th North Central Region Satisai Convention 2024. Yeah. Welcome and thank you so much. It's a great honor. This was first time it was at the Zonal Youth Conference. The same hall was done many, many years ago. And since then we have been establishing a relationship in terms of satsangs that we've been having monthly for the last 4.5, 5 years. And basically then we are here. And I think we came one more time, one more conference we had, yeah. So the unity is strength, strength is unity. This is the theme. So dear brothers and sisters, you have attended conferences, 34 conferences. By now you should be getting moksha. 34 conferences means 34 times we have indoctrinated Swami's teachings. By right now we should be getting enlightenment and so on. But the point of the story is that from here, this session is a bit different. Because after the 45 minutes of talk, the workshops that have been designed for so many weeks is specifically to endorse what that has been spoken to so that you have an understanding, a proper understanding of the subject. And now it's more to experience. Baba said, come, experiment me, experience me, then accept me. The whole point of the story is that we can stay in the shallow waters, but the deeper ends is where the pearls are. You keep on staring at the pearl. The point is the story is, pearl is very nice. The thing is, somebody said, brother, I want to read a book. They told me, brother, I want to read the book. Why you want to read the book? I want to know what truth is. So that's very nice. But the question is, we want to know what is truth. We want to become aware of the truth. We want to read about the truth. We want to experiment the truth. But the key question is, when will we become the truth itself? This is the story. So Hanuman, the difference is because when he opened his chest, finally he saw Sri Rama inside. So the subject and the object must become one and the same. It's only then the realization comes true, isn't it? So we can continue here. For example, in the mindset is that you've come here to fun. Today one finished, for the session over. Then tomorrow another session will be there. Then you'll return back. Then basically you can't. Can you remember 33rd conference? What happened? Was there a conference, 33rd conference? Who was the speaker? You don't know the speaker. But food was very nice. Food, therefore, my God, the dosha and the kind of food, that was served well. So everything cannot be like a ritual. Everything has to go through experience. Why? Because clock is ticking. Time is passing. We only got a short period of time. The examination is going to finish. We have to get discharged from the examination hall, passing the exam. So the whole point here now is that the seriousness in which we want to take spirituality. That is the subject. So that's why this, what we have done is tailor-made the whole session in order for us to have a deeper experience so that when you return back, there will be a deep, incredible change in the way you react and respond to the circumstances and the situations in your life. This is what it is. You will have to meet your own respective husband and wife. That's all going to be there. But that cannot change. We can't change. Organization is a little bit limited in that sense. But we can enhance the experience of spirituality in your various interactions at your workplace, in your office, and so on. Next slide. Okay. If you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there. Somebody said that. If you don't have a goal, any road is possible. But if you have a goal, that's why Swami said, more important than guru is guri. You know what is the difference? Guru and guri? Yeah, spelling. So guru and guri, guru is teacher. Guri is goal. If you don't have a fixed goal, guru becomes helpless. But if you have a fixed goal, I want to achieve this, then the guru becomes relevant in our life. So the whole point is that we need to know where we want to go. Next slide. So the key point here then, next. So, this is nice. See this. Swami's grace. Okay, next one. Now, you know what is Andaja? Anybody here? No? Okay, then I can explain. Andaja, next, click. So Andaja means this as a group of people and the group of things in the animal kingdom, the world, that is born from eggs. This is called Andaja. Andaja means it's a Sanskrit word. And how many species you have? 2.1 million species. In this world, 2.1 million species of creation of God is born from eggs. Okay, so we don't belong to that category. So we are not in Andaja. Next one, we are Pindaja people. Pindaja people are ones who are born from mother's womb. So basically, Pindajats, we all born from mother's womb, but we also share the same that other animal kingdom also are born. So this Pindaja is also 2.1 million species. This is, I'm telling you from Swami's words, Pindaja. Then we have got what is called Udbija. Udbija also 2.1 million species. These are all plants. What you're doing, planting trees, planting this. So this is the Udbija. So Pindaja people are planting Udbija. This is a tree planting sessions. Udbija. Okay, so this is what? 2.1 million species. Next is what is called Sweja. Swedeja is also 2.1 million. This is all the microorganisms, viruses, bacteria and all that. So total number of species, 8.4 million species in this world. Out of that, 8 billion people belonging to the Pindaja people are human beings. As of now, latest calculation is 8 billion people. Out of the 8 billion people, Baba said, a few will be called, few will be invited to the spiritual thing. Somehow we came to recognize Swami. So there's a group of people. Then those who come to the people who have Baba's photograph, oh, how you, Baba's devotee, I'm a Baba's devotee. How do you know Baba's photograph is there? Then altar is there. Then we do Swami. Okay, all this is good. That means Swami is there in our life. We know Swami. That is one difference. Then there are a group of people who come inside, and you'll find that they are regularly coming and participating in Swami's activities and so on. That is another group of people. Then there's a group of people, after participating, coming even closer, wanting to be part of a mission. Satya Sai's mission, whatever it is, it's a possession. The Swami's mission must become true. That is another very selected group of people. From that very selected group of people, from this group of people, they'll go into the deeper experience of the Atma, will even be fewer. So can you imagine, out of this entire species, very selected group of people comes to know about Bhagavan, experience Bhagavan, and then finally merge with Swami. So this is the preciousness of human life that we have. So whenever you have a human life, you have to, oh, I'm a human life. If you're human, you're born as a human being, and we are eating, meeting, mating, breeding, brooding, and dying in the same life cycle as the cats and the dogs, then what does it do? We are saying, oh, the dog is saying, oh, that's all. That's the difference. So the difference is that how then, as a human, as our human life, how are we to sanctify our life? That is what Swami's teachings is all about. So we are now in the Pindaja people. Look at that, 2.1 million species. Next. So the process of living, this is the first line in Satya Sai Vahini. First 2 lines of Satya Sai Vahini. The process of living has the attainment of the Supreme as its purpose and meaning. By the Supreme is meant the Atma. See, finish that entire book of Satya Sai Vahini, finishes off with these 2 lines. The entire essence, which means to say, hey, you can live all this. You can go to college, you can do this, you can marry, you can have children, you can you can work. All these things can be done, not a problem. But the process of living has got the attainment of the Supreme. He says, by the Supreme, it means that we have to realize our Atma. Full stop, period. That's it, finish. If you don't achieve this, no choice. If you haven't achieved this, then you have to come back again into this miserable world and continue living, going to the school, continue until we get the experience. So the whole point, that's why Swami never says, brothers and sisters. Does he address that? Ladies and gentlemen, devotees of Chicago, does he address, wherever have you seen him addressing like that? Never. This word is Prema Sarupalara or Atma Sarupalara, which means not even at the physical level, not even at the mental level, not even at the intellectual level. We are at the Atma level. You are Atma. You and I are Atma. He's defining as a supreme, the God who has created us is defining us Atma Sarupalara. You are Atma. So from that experience, we have to live in this world. See, that is attainment of the Supreme. So we have to achieve that. Standard 1 boy. Amma, I don't want to go to standard 2. Why? I'm passing the exams, and therefore I'm very happy here. My friends all are here in standard 1, so let me be here. Amma, does any mother say, son, it's okay, remain in standard 1. And after 7-8 years, he's still in standard 1. Of course, the table will be too tight, the legs will grow big. But what to do? No, why do you allow your child to be in standard 1? He's very happy there, let him be there. It's okay, it's okay. After 7-8 years, yeah, he always passes. He's a very consistent student. He doesn't go higher up. He remains there. We don't say like that. We say, come on, you have to go, you have to go, you have to go. Isn't it? We push him to standard 2, standard. Like that, we push him up. How is it that in spirituality, we remain here and it's okay, done, we're done. Why don't you go higher? No. Why don't you go higher? No, it's okay, we adjust you. So we think that wearing white and white, putting the vibhuti on the forehead, and then we are devotees. We have labeled ourselves. We are devotees of God. Which devotee? Swami's devotees. So have you gone to know deeper? Can you commit? No. I cannot. Can you at least involve? Then what will you do? One bhajan I will sing. I will come to the bhajan hall and sing one bhajan song. And then by that, what do you want? I want him to take care of my family, take care of my whole house, take care of my profession, take care of my everything, so that my life will become smooth. And in return, one bhajan song. But the bargaining trade is not terribly great. So the attainment is attainment of the supreme. See the important words that he has used. Satyasai, supreme. Supreme means Atma, which means to say, after this talk, you should be understanding that there are 3 dimensions of existence, but you need to go to the 4th, which is the Atmic experience. Okay, next one. Next slide. Okay. Many great people have directed the intelligence towards the discovery of the omnipresent Atma and succeeded in visualizing the divine principle. Many people have attempted. Next. So as people are discovering this, you find that, however, among millions of people, we can count only a few who have been able to visualize the universal Atma of the self. So why don't we be in the few? See, we need to upgrade. Okay, your house. Do you have black and white TV? No, yeah. What happened to your black and white TV? Yeah, black and white. So you go and get color TV. After color TV, no, color TV. Why? You see, we must have smart TV. You become smart first. No, yes, okay. But other than that, my TV has to be smart also. So now you have a TV, smart TV. You see, your touch screen, so you upgraded your experience. Your car, is it the 1947 Daimler car or the old car? You have the latest cars. Your house, everything you're upgrading. Handphone. The next handphone comes, everybody will, you got the latest handphone, Samsung. See, really? So, and then you go to the shop and buy. Upgrade. Have you seen the latest new sari that have come? Why don't you keep all the latest one? So everything is upgraded, isn't it? Because you want an upgraded experience. That's why you're upgrading. In the material world, you upgrade. Why is it that in the spiritual experience, we are not upgrading? That's a question. Why is it that experience only at this level? Whereas in the Upanishads it is stated that if one person is happy because he's married, he's got a good job, he's got a good career, everything is successful, he's happy, multiply that by 10 to the power 18 is the happiness of the bliss, which means when God gives that bliss, is 10 to the power 18 quintillon happiness. That level of bliss, that is bliss that we should be aspiring for instead of the petty happinesses that we have. So, millions. Next. The jnani who has had a vision of the Atma in him will never suffer sorrow. Atma is there in all living things, in the ant as in the elephant. The whole world is enveloped by this subtle Atma. Baba in page 9, Jnana Vahini. Jnani who has had a vision of the Atma, which means to say, at the end of the day, we should be now moving towards the vision of the Atma. That's what we should be. That means every devotee now, Swami, you have come here for this purpose, I must gain this glimpse. I must do this. I must sit down. How many of you do meditation every day? 2, 3, 4, okay. How many of you take medication every day? So next. Because in the 9 code of conduct, there are 4 things. Bhajan, seva, but meditation is one of them. Prompted by the urge to advance the progress of others. This is the young adults, you must listen to this. This is the most captivating. Advance the progress of others. A person who dedicates his wealth, skill, and intelligence, their position and status becomes truly great. There is no point having, I'm an IT expert, so I'm an IT expert. I'm a this expert. Okay. So what do you do? Okay, fine. What else do you do? That's all. I mean, that's okay. So therefore, if I have IT, if I dedicate my wealth, skill, and for some other people, helping other people, Baba's KPI, Baba's key performance indicator, we are moving towards expansion. But if you're only interested in your career, in your own thing, and you're just shuttling between office and house, might as well be born as a shuttlecock. At least you can serve 2 badminton players. So in a human consciousness, that means finally when you attain something, how else can I expand? Because Baba said, my life is my message, expansion is my life. See, expansion. The whole thing is expansion. That means, which one is more expensive? Knife is expensive or Swiss knife is more expensive? You know what's a Swiss knife? You can buy from Switzerland, the knife, Swiss knife. Swiss knife, yeah. Swiss knife is you have, when you open it up, you can have screwdriver, you can have this, you can have nail clipper. Everything is a Swiss knife. A knife is just cut. Which one will you think is more expensive? Swiss knife, it's more expensive. You cannot buy same price as a knife. Knife can only do one function. Swiss knife can do multiple function. Meaning, the more and more multifunctional you are, the more and more valuable you are. Don't you think so? So therefore, if you only can do one thing, that's why Baba said, bird can only fly, bird cannot run. Horse can run, horse cannot fly. All these animals can only do one thing. A human being is the crown of creation because he can do everything, Baba said. That's what he said, crown of creation. Next one. Yeah. So, next. Yeah. So, no living being except the human has been endowed with intelligence and discriminative faculty, height, and to the degree in order to enable to be. Animal kingdom cannot do. Recently went to Kenya, so I went for a safari. So, I saw the animals. I was thinking, I mean, they're okay. Animals are okay, you know, they just continue their life. They're not too bad. So, everybody was taking photographs. Giraffe. Oh, giraffe. So, after 3-4 minutes of that, they're okay, they're the same. The same giraffe is only standing that side. So when the giraffe stands here, this guy takes a photo. When the giraffe goes there, he takes another photo. Hey, the giraffe is moving, the same giraffe. The giraffe, when he went there, didn't have 2 more heads. The same giraffe only. They get excited, you know, the lions came. But it's a good thing, animal kingdom. But animal kingdom, whatever animal, they'll roam, they'll do this. But animals will, Baba said, when he went, Baba himself went to Kenya in the safari. They took him for safari also. After taking safari, then after that, Swami will go there. Swami said, better go back. I'd rather spend time with the devotees. Baba said, spend time with devotees. Why? Because animals at some level only be there. Animals cannot realize Atma. Cannot. They'll only be there. Only human beings can. Okay, next. Swami said, next. So why are you fortunate? Why are you fortunate? Next. Click. You're fortunate because you have friends, you got life. This is your personality. Click. You find that you have a house. Yeah. Then you have your education. You have your qualification. Then of course you have the money. You have your marriage, wedding. Yeah. And then you have your family. So all these are important in our life. But why are you fortunate? The essence of this is that, click, you find that Baba said, this is why humanity is acclaimed as the crown of creation and why the scriptures proclaim the chance of being born as a person is a very rare piece of... Why are you fortunate? Because only as a human being can you realize the Supreme. The river can only reach the ocean. The river flows and reaches the ocean. Others cannot. We can. After having born as a human being, and we dissipate everything else, and by the time you slowly finish it, and then at that point, you call your son, can you help me to read the Bhagavad Gita? Why? Because my eyes cannot read. Can you help to read? Then you will ask, why didn't you read when you were young? When I was young, I was busy. That is why I'm also busy now, I can't read. So the point is, the Gita, the scriptures are all roadmaps. Why do you need a roadmap at the end of the journey? You need the roadmap now. This is the roadmap that we need. So secrets of this is found. Then you live this life and achieve the maximum and attain the supreme. So why are you fortunate? Because we are the supreme being. Next, click. Therefore, developing faith in the Atma principle and loving it earnestly is real worship, Baba said. That means this external God is, yes, you go to temple, but finally at the end of the day, God is here, inside. You take the flight, you run all the way to India, go to the temple, and when you sit there, push through, run through, crowded, and everything, and you reach there, and finally the doors, the door is opening, the conch sound comes, the bell ring, the door open, and then you close your eyes. Hey, why did you travel all the way? Why did you buy a ticket? You came all the way there. And then God. You see, because the innate intelligence know why you close your eyes is because the innate intelligence know that God is within. The intelligence knows. That's why, Swami, Baba, open your... No, I have to close it. You could have closed it in your eyes in your bedroom, isn't it? Why did you try? The idea is that your own system and intelligence know that only if I close my eyes, I can see God within. Yeah, next. This is real worship. So, principle, there's 6 principles I want to pass to you this morning. First principle is, what is rare and precious we treasure. So the most important and most treasured thing is that Atma. So principle 1, treasure the life force so that life can be treasured. So which is the life force? Atma. So now from this moment onwards, we are sanctified. This is Atma inside. God is within. Take this from here, that Swami, you are within me. So it's a chariot. So I am the chariot, I'm carrying Bhagavan with me. So wherever you go, you sanctify. Wherever you go is sacred. So one day I came for one function, so I sat at the back, and the people, usherers came, oh, your brother, your seat is in the front. So function has started. So I said, why is it in the front? No, that's a VIP chair. You have to sit in the VIP chair. He told me that. So it's in the front. I know, but if I go through now, the crowd will be disturbed. No, brother, please, you have to sit in the front. Because Ashra will get, the organizers will scold him. So I said, he was so tempting. So I called, listen, the chair is not VIP. Wherever I sit, that chair becomes the VIP. So I said, he was happy with that. He was happy with that explanation. He let me go. So I sat at the back. So the thing is, treasure the life force so that life can be treasured. That's the most important thing. Second one. This first principle, remember these principles? Because in the workshop, they may ask you these things. Number 2, second principle. You need to know this. Comfort blinds. Comfort blinds. Do you know, there was a chap, there was in your USA many years ago. You just write this word, Edison USA, letter will go to him. Do you know that? There are many people who sat in front of went to his lab to just look at him. He created over 1,000 patents. Was one of the most incredible dynamic individual. He developed the DC, direct current. So when he developed the direct current, he was very happy, very comfortable. And then somebody came and suggested to him another mode of current. He didn't accept that. And as a result of that, the person who suggested that was Nikola Tesla. And he went and suggested alternating current. And suddenly, alternating current replaced direct current. Why is that a man who could create 1,000 inventions could not see? Because comfort blinds. After some time, you'll be blinded. So after some time, you come to the center. Before, you didn't come to the center. Then after that, now you came to the center. Now every week you go to the center. So after some time, comfort blinds. So what, brother, I'm going to the center. Brother, 20 years I'm in the Sai Center. 20 years. Okay. Can you sit for meditation for 20 minutes? That alone I cannot do. But 20 years. So now the question is, when you go there, we feel comfortable. This is what it is. That is why Baba said, to shatter the comfort, Baba said, love my uncertainty. Everything should be shattered. After some time, hey, are you moving forward? Are you moving forward? So you must move and experience discomfort in order to become spiritual. That means, center chairman comes, sister, can you take this? I'm not sure, I'm not good at it. Don't ever say I'm not good at it. Say you're good at it. Take it up. When you take it up, Bhagavan will help us. But most people, I'm not very comfortable with it. So for the last many years, I'm only doing this. Yeah. Why don't you do this? I cannot. Why? Because if it fails, devotees will laugh at me. So I'd rather do this one. See, I'm in the comfort. I can't do. So I have to go towards things that is making you uncomfortable in order for you to tap His grace. Discomfort blinds. And this is the greatest phenomenon. This is why leaders cannot see. People cannot see. Why Gita was given to not Dharma, not, what is his name? Yudhishthira's brother's name? No, not Bhima. No, Arjuna's brother, Dharmaraja, Yudhishthira. Yeah. So, yeah. Why you said Kumbhakarna? Why somebody said? I'm talking about Mahabharata. Ramayana came this way. And the Pakama Vandruko, Ramayana. Kumbhakarna came that. Okay, anyway. So now, Yudhishthira, why Gita was not given to Yudhishthira? Because Yudhishthira can only think back. He has no capacity to think front. The spiritual people, one spiritual quality we must have is foresightedness. That means to say, what is going to happen 3 steps ahead, spiritual people must know. And therefore you live a life knowing that. Arjuna had that quality. And that is why Gita was given. Of all the other qualities, steadfastness, devotion, all that was there. One more quality he had, more than Yudhishthira, was foresightedness. What is going to happen? Arjuna knew. So the Gita was given. So spiritual people, if I do like this, this will happen. If I do like that, that will happen. So that foresightedness must be there. So here, if we are not totally comfortable, we will not progress far. And when we not progress far, you will never achieve the thing. It will be just limiting. So find out what is your limits and blast it away. I feel very uncomfortable. Find out that. What are you uncomfortable with? So, for example, I can talk to anybody, but that individual, I feel, I don't know why he took avataram and came to this world. Unnecessary problem. Now, when you find some people like that, whenever someone irritates you, that's your best bet. Go talk. Yeah. Swami Chinmayanda said, for such people comes, aggressively love them. Yeah. So you find that when you go, you will get irritated, but overcoming the irritation is moving away from comfort. So search for the discomforts in life and move towards that, because comfort blinds. It's a very powerful concept, but this is the only way you can destroy the shackle. So leadership, can you take the leadership? Oh, you're the leader. The other center chairman will say, you take it, we'll support you. You will take, the usual mantra. You take it up, I'll support you. No, don't worry, brother, we all are behind you. We all are behind you. Take it up. And then suddenly you take it up. And then you're nominated. You turn around, nobody behind. Hey, what happened to you? You all left. So the point of the story is that whatever that you're uncomfortable with, if you're not comfortable with leadership role, take it up. Because you're not comfortable. Yeah. See, this is how to progress. Take him up because he will help. That's why Swami said, you take one step, I will take 100 steps. That's what it means. Not take one step to put up the 100 steps, not like that. Whatever challenges you have, take one step forward. Take one step forward. When you go back to office, your boss tells you, I would like you to, can you do this before you open? Yes, sir, I can do. Huh? I didn't even finish. Doesn't matter. Whatever you mention, I can do. Yeah. See, all the rest of the monkeys were around Sri Rama. Sri Rama, you are great. Sri Rama, you are wonderful. Sri Rama, you are beautiful. Sri Rama, you are God. The Hanuman came back and told, Master, what do you want? Sita, yes, what do you want? I want to know she's okay. Give her this ring and come back. See, jumped across. He didn't stay there and keep on praying. Because Baba said the greatest transformation of love is when it goes into service. So Hanuman jumped from there, and went to the other side, found out Sita, because he looked all over the place, he saw everybody like a tadaga. That cannot be Sita. Then there was one lady who's modest, nicely, sitting there. This must be Sita. She went there, they gave the ring. Wow, my husband will come. So he then went inside, burned his tail, and then burned the whole land, and then he told the people, hey, excuse me, this is trailer movie, real movie coming behind. Yeah. Comfort blind. Okay, next one. Principle 2. Yeah. Now, therefore, the thing is, eagle is teaching us. Now, one lesson. Eagle. What is that? Eagle has the longest lifespan. Do you know that eagle has one of the longest lifespan of its species? But there is a thing that the eagle does. What? Click. Longest life. It can live up to 70 years. But to reach this age, the eagle must make a hard decision in the 40s. It's like midlife crisis. Even eagles have that. So, yeah. So in the age of 40, the eagle goes to one place. He has to think now, should I live until 70 or should I die now? What happens? Look at the eagle. Huh? This is eagle's life. Can you imagine? Yeah. Its long and flexible talons can no longer grab prey. It's coming. You see, when he sees a rabbit, he wants to grab the rabbit, but the talons have grown too long. So he cannot hold the rabbit. He cannot hold. He wants to eat the rabbit, but he cannot hold. Why? It has grown long. So he's suffering. Midlife crisis. Next one. Yeah. Then the eagle is left with only two options. Die or go through a painful process of change which lasts 150 days. Change is 150 days. This camp that you're having is a 3-day change, like what the eagles must do. So either we can live like this, normal, comfort, everything go. Then look for, what will you look forward? 35th. 35th retreat you're having here, brother? Is it the same place? Oh, very nice. Okay, I'll come for the 35th. Until 52nd retreat also, I will be here. Okay. So but now, when are we to graduate? Graduation must be like the eagle. Eagle is left with two options. Die or go through a painful process of change. Next, click. Eagle is deciding now, should go. The process requires that the eagle fly to a mountain top and sit on its nest. Look, even the rishis go to the mountain top. The eagle also is going to the mountain top. He's sitting there on the mountain top. What does the eagle do? Click. Eagle says, there the eagle knocks its beak against a rock until it plucks it out. After plucking it out, the eagle will wait for a new beak to grow, and then it will pluck out its talons. Can you imagine? The eagle will look at the rock and knock. The whole thing will drop off. Then very painful, it's bleeding. And it waits for many, many days. Then the eagle will then form the thing. Then he will pluck the talons. The talons will go. Then the talons will go. 150 days it goes through a painful process because the eagle wants to live. He wants to live. Then the eagle, after doing this, then the eagle says, yes, time has come. Retreats are over. Then next, the spiritual rhythm. After 5 months, eagle takes his famous flight of rebirth and lives for 30 more years. My dear friends, we can live a normal life, or we can live an ordinary life, or we can live an extraordinary life. Heroes are made, heroines are made when you have an extraordinary life. We can choose to remain here and be very comfortable. We remain like this and be very comfortable. And then so go to temple, Swami, please Swami, help Swami, Swami. Yeah, come to me. Yeah, I'm coming to you, Swami. I'm only to Swami. But you have to come to the Atmic level. That alone. But I'm prepared to do the rest of. See, we are not following the teacher's instructions. If you come to the teacher must instruct. That's why obedience is implicit obedience. Implicit obedience. You stay here and do the work. That's it. You don't need to worry about other organizations and other associations that come along. You come here, join here, and join here. Because by your association, you will not get moksha. It's only by the intensity and the sincerity and the devotion that we have that moksha is given. Good example will be, what's the lady's name? Shabari. Shabari was a good example. Shabari, the lady, young girl, went to the ashram, joined that master, and for many years was living there. Young girl, I'm very marveled by that story because that master came and said, I'm going to the mountains, I'm going to there. Sri Rama will come. When he comes, you dedicate and serve him. That's all he said. She was there and continued to serve that ashram and continued with every day looking out for Rama, until he became old. She became old. I asked Shabari, why don't you be like normal devotees? Your guru has gone. Find another guru. Hey, go and search for another guru. There are so many gurus there. Go and find. Oh, other organizations are coming. Go there. What is your reason? He has already gone. This guru has gone. What's your... Shabari told me, hey, implicit obedience. My master told me, stay here and serve. So I'm staying here. So Shabari said, continued that. My God, really? You are such a devoted person? Yeah. And then finally, Sri Rama walked in. You know what was the first dialogue Shabari did? He came there. He looked at... Rama looked at Shabari. Shabari looked at Rama. Shabari said, who are you? The whole life is spent in looking for... He's taking the nellikai, biting it, and finding out whether it's sweet or not, and then he putting it inside the bag, waiting for that day for Sri Rama to come. Sri Rama never comes. Finally, when he came after so many years, he's asking that question, who are you? Why? Because that time there was no TikTok, Instagram, and all that. So Shabari could not see Sri Rama's face. He didn't know. See, unlike us, handicapped. So therefore, she said, I am Sri Rama. He said, you are Rama? My God. So I'm waiting for you. And then came. Then they served and they touched the feet. Father Namaskaram, cried, everything else. And at the end of the day, Shabari gave the fruits he had and then touched and gave moksha. Hey, he didn't run after the guru. He didn't run after God. God came. Why? Because she stood there implicitly, devotedly, single-pointedly devoted. God has to come. God has to come to the devotee. Not the devotee go there, run around, shop around. How this guru, how is it? Okay, very nice. Does he give gifts and all that? Really? Very nice. Oh, very good. So many different teachers are there. That's not necessary. The single-pointed devotion, you come. I'm going to sit here and work and devote my entire life. Whatever happens, single-pointedly I'll be here. You come if you want to come. That's it. The other story is Panduranga. Panduranga temple. He was massaging the feet. Vishnu came. I'm here. Then he said, he threw a stone and said, you wait here until I finish massaging the parents. And it seems he stood and that is how the temple came. What does it mean? Devotee must give to devotion and stick to your duty. God will be there. Another story is where Lakshmana, Rama went to the forest 14 years. Lakshmana had to follow. I always think this brother is terrible. If he has gone to the forest for 14 years, they would have had 14 years of honeymoon in a beautiful place, hills, valleys. The honeymoon couple would have finished 14 years. Did he allow? Never. Brother had to follow. Spoil the whole thing. I tell you, what a life. Shall I come along? Of course, brother had no choice, had to come. Then Urmila, the wife, was there. Urmila said, you better go. You're not coming? No, if I come, your mind will be focused on me. Better I follow. So she stayed back. Lakshmana went. Then the other brother came. There's another. At least, Amma, yeah, Rama, come. My mother made a mistake. Bharata said, my mother made the mistake. You come back. No, I won't come back. You come back. No. Then Rama, shh. Urtara was not. No, Urtara. So Rama said, So, so Rama said, I won't come. Okay, if that's the case, give me your slippers. So the 2 sandals were given. So I thought at least Sri Rama, you would have walked with the slippers, you would have not. That also the brother took. Can you imagine the other brother took? What you would. Nalla oru kudumbam. Anyway, so, but what is the story? What is the story? The story is about the fact that ideals, epics are made of stories of people who make a story of their life. A good movie is happening, a very nice movie. But the movie had very good actors. Acting was fantastic. Direction was superb. Screenplay is amazing. Music is wonderful. The whole screenplay was amazing. Lights, sound, everything. But the movie flopped. Why did the movie flop? What? That's it. I can put 1,000 things into the movie, but if I don't have a story, movie flops, isn't it? Now, the question is simple. You go to a movie, the movie flops, you are, what a story, chichi, lousy story, isn't it? So, if a movie can flop, then what more important that our story must be different. And if our story can be part of his story, we will become history. So this is the whole part of the whole life. Why can't we think like this? Why must we think that we must be like the billions of people around the world thinking our life to be ordinary and mediocre? To rise up and to see higher vision, greater goal. So this is what the eagle has done. Finished the retreat, and when eagle never said, when is the next retreat? No, this retreat, change. That's what the eagle did. Next one. Principle 3, change is the only way to gain an improved version of oneself. So now the whole idea is to improve. So one way to improve is you have to change. No choice. That means we have to keep changing. So in other words, every moment we have to see how to make a better version of ourselves, how to improve. Actually, to be honest, I have patience. I have a problem with anger. One auntie told me, Auntie, I'm meditating now. My anger is controlled. Really, auntie? Yeah. Now, every day, after you told that day, I started meditating. My anger is no more. You do meditation every day, morning and evening. Monday evening also I meditate. Tuesday morning I meditate. Then Tuesday also I do. Wednesday morning, do you meditate? I'm telling you, isn't it, every day I meditate? What's wrong with you? Can't you understand simple English? Okay, so therefore, change is the only way. Change is the only way to gain an improved version. So now the key question is, in the workshop they'll ask you how to become more improved version. How to gain improvement in your version. That means, how can I be a better person every cent? That is what our quest is. We just keep on improving ourselves. It's okay. Why? Because finally the prasadam is not that prasadam that you make. Final prasadam for God is yourself. Swami, I'm coming to you. So this is my prasadam. Life is sweet. I touch many people's life if I can. Swami, now accept. See, prasadam. Come. Like that. So this is what, time to change. Change is the only way to gain an improved version of oneself. Next, click. In order to repair the car, you must know what it contains: body, engine, wheels. This is, when a car is repaired, you need to know the 4. Like that. Body, next. If you're going to repair, click. Ooh. Okay, so now this is, so now you see, he's a good guy, but he got damaged and he's in the hospital. This is what happened actually in the hospital. He was cancer, dying of cancer, 4th stage. Prayed. Mahavishnu came down. Ooh, my Lord, what is it? God, please God, save me. Saved. The doctor came back. Your cancer is over. Really? I'm okay now? The lady got so happy that Mahavishnu has helped. So since coming out of the hospital, so what she did was, she said, no, listen, since I'm already in the hospital, can you do cosmetics? So he did some surgery, cosmetic surgery, liposuction, that suction everywhere, all over the place. So there was a lot of beautiful things. She came out as a very pretty lady. She was crossing the hospital, crossing the road to the car hit her and she died. Straight went to Vaikunta. Mahavishnu said, how? You told me you gave a long life. What? I know I wanted to save you, but I could not recognize you. Okay, so like that. Okay, next slide. So, in order to repair man, we must know what it consists of. 3 things, body, mind, and the spirit. These are the 3 components of the human personality. Next, click. Okay, next, click. Okay, so physical, click. So, physical trapping. So now, the first one is that we are caught in the physical world. This is called physical trapping. We are comforted by the senses, my friends. Kaloho, naho. ho, now ho. Isn't it the movie? Yeah. So Shah Rukh Khan was dying. I mean, he was dying of cancer. He was dying of cancer. Priti Zinta was there. She was, and then the camera zooms into her face. So, ho, 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 ho. Hey, 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 oh, oh, oh. The thing, and then she's crying. Okay, she's crying. You're absorbed into that story. You're totally absorbed into that whole story, and you yourself shed 2 tears. 2 tears. And then your husband is sitting next to you. Why you are crying? Shah Rukh Khan is dying. I'm not dying, right? I'm still alive. But she's absorbed into the story. Why? Because the movie is giving you 2 dimensions. What is that? Sight and sound. Sight and sound. See, the movie has only got sight and sound, and it's already trapped you. You're absorbed into the story. You can never escape this world, because this world gives you 5 senses. All the 5 senses, you're trapped. That's why you're caught in the illusion. We are caught in the illusion because this 5 senses. Movie itself, we are crying, means in this world, 5 senses. We'll never escape the Maya. This is the power of the Maya. So we need to understand physical trapping through the 5 senses. It is already enraged. How do you know you are enraged? Very simple. Can you come for the meeting? When is it, brother? Next Saturday. What time? 4 o'clock. Ayo, 4 o'clock. Oh God. Okay, is it? Okay, never mind. We are having another meeting 2 weeks from now. When is that? Sunday. What time? If you're busier than Obama, what can anyone do? So you're not able to commit everything. You're busy. Then how? It don't happen. So if you want to participate, you have to move away from the physical trappings and make time. And you will never be able to make time fulfilling all the obligations. Let me tell you that. You cannot finish this, and come. It'll never happen. They will keep you like this, chain. And you'll continue to give excuses. Excuses is a reason to demonstrate that you're caught in the trappings. That's all. The obligations and commitments is only a signature to tell you that you're caught in the jail. And you're caught in the jail. I want to come. If I could, I could come. But I cannot. Okay, this is another language. Can you commit? No, brother, I cannot. You know me. If I commit, I must give 100% of my time. Then why don't you come? That's because I cannot give 100%. Whenever I take anything, brother, I take it seriously, Yeah, right. If I take anything up, for me, like that, I have to dedicate my life to God. Everything has to be. Then why don't you do it? I cannot, because I have all these things to finish. Who will do all this work? Okay, then when will you come? You finish all this work, then you come? When I finish everything, I will come. You will never finish anything. That's why Baba said, self-sacrifice is the first step to self-realization. What are you sacrificing? Sacrifice this, sacrifice time. When finish everything, after you retire, nothing else to do, then you eat a chiclet and come to the center. Anything else? Brother, anything else to do? That is called dhanam. Dhanam means you're giving some time. When you cannot give your time, and yet you give your time, that's called dharmam. Dharmam protects. My friend, this is the reason. So this is the secret which I have learned in the university, in my college, and all this. When I cannot give time, I've given many things when I cannot do. When you sacrifice, I find my office work and things progresses, but at the same time, you achieve whatever that you want to achieve. It's a secret that he says, what is that is ability to do that? That ability to tear your mind away from this physical trappings is the answer. Then when you go and do that, self-sacrifice is the first step towards satisfaction, realization. So physical trapping. Then the next one, emotional trapping. This is all caught in the emotion. Anger, hatred, jealousy. So you're okay. It's occupied. Do you know now young people are saying this new word? We have never seen it in our time. I need my space. Have you seen that? This new language that is coming out. I don't know how this new term is. I need my space. Hey, I told my one auntie, please put them in the spaceship and send them up there. They can hold the space. All the space in the world, let them experience that whole space, and if necessary, they can come back. Otherwise, they will remain there in the world. The reason why you're not having your space is because the mind is cluttered and clustered and confined. It's already confined. You cannot make it up simply because it's caught here. And so you need to expand. So when you go for mantra, you do chanting, you do this, what happens? Your consciousness expands. When your consciousness expands, the cluttered mind becomes smaller and smaller. That is what mantra does. That is what prayer does. That's what seva does. That's what planting a tree. Plant a tree, then what to do? The tree will grow. Yeah, the trees are there. I'm not terribly interested in that. You see, some people say, I'm not true. I need to be interested in it. Only when you're interested, you will do, yeah, I'm like that. I have to be interested in it. Then only I will plant. Okay. Then you go for botany class and finish your lecture, get your degree, master's degree in botany. Then you come and plant if you're interested. People don't do that. Have the thing. Hey, you plant a tree. Your children and your grandchildren will benefit from this. What else you need? It's a human nature to help do something. So when you plant the tree, you grow well. You must make sure I may not be here, but my grandchildren will one day reap the fruit. You'll be happy. You do like this. You come back and see your work. You expanded your consciousness. Suddenly you find more peace coming inside your life, more love coming inside. Why? Because you allowed the cluttered mind to dissolve. So, emotional trapping. Next, what is that? Intellectual trapping. Click. Intellectual, yeah. Yeah, intellect. This is when you go for study circle, you see, have you seen some people talking? Swami's thing is good, it's too idealistic. But in my opinion, who wants your opinion? We want to listen to Swami's thing. No, in my experience, in my... So this is all intellectual opinion. My friends, too much analysis will cause paralysis. You will never experience anything in life. With too much intellect. What happens if like that? So supposing if I do, you keep on questioning, nothing will happen. You are trying to think that you are too intellectual. But intellectual is also a thing. You must have the intellect. But the intellect should not possess you. You must have the mind. Mind must not possess you. You must have the body. But body must not tell you what to do. Then you are independent. Otherwise, you depend on these three. Now, physical, mental, emotional. Now, physical, next, emotional, intellectual. So you're caught here. You know what we did? Baba is there. So what we did was physical, mental, intellectual. We took Baba and brought him into our world. And then he's supposed to maintain us. Swami, maintain this, maintain family, you maintain. So he becomes property maintenance manager. He has to maintain this every day. Baba, Mama is good, Papa is good. My dog must be very good. So I have to, okay. And then you maintain everything. Then, okay. If you maintain everything for me, I'm your devotee. See, so now Swami is telling, I've come to give you, but you never come to ask me for what I've come to really give you. What am I coming to? I have to move beyond physical. I have to move beyond mental. I have to come to this seat of the Atma. That's why the chair is Atma. Where's the Atma? Here. So I have to transcend these three. See, this is what I must do in my life. I must transcend. So I must be sincere. I must be devoted. I must be consistent. I must be very passionate about reaching that. Why? If life goes off, the realization will come when we are in the ICU. Yeah, I'm telling you. Then you see all your relatives outside. Nobody is coming inside. Your working place, people are there. Then they'll wave through the window. Why can't you come in? Doctor said we cannot come in. Your children, even when you want to speak, you notice, when they want to speak, the child will put back, Amma, don't speak. Hey, I want to tell you something. No, I don't hear. It's okay, close it. Yeah, the reason why you're in the ICU is because God is telling, I want to see you. I want to see. It is at that point of I want to see you, suddenly they realize, I finished my whole life. My life was deceived. I thought this was correct. I thought that was right. They have, no, I'm not, die. Went up there. They have theses. They look through your chapter. You know, because every chapter has got thesis. So chapter 1, personal life. Chapter 2, family life. Chapter 3, career life. They'll go through the thesis. So certain chapters are 2 weeks. Hey guys, you have not fulfilled your Atma. Yeah, what to do? So, no, that is true. I haven't fulfilled. Never mind. You go back and resit the exam. So when you resit the exam, it's called reincarnation. The child comes back again and born again. And that is why the doctor picks it up upside down and gives it 2 walloping for previously failing the exam. Before the mother and father could beat, the doctor has beaten you. Pop, pop. For feeling. So these 3 trappings are the ones that confines us. So we need to wake up. Next one. Okay, so therefore, this is part of the workshop. You see, click. You see, you'll notice. Yeah, click means, yeah. So developing, okay, what we call is Icha. There are 2 parts to this program. One, this part of the workshop that you call, the first one is called Icha Shakti. You know, Lord Muruga has got 2 wives. You know that? Yeah. That's not the license to do that. But the point of the story is that why he's doing that is, one wife represents Icha Shakti. Icha Shakti means desire, the willpower to achieve certain things. Second one is Kriya Shakti, which is the actionable actions that you're supposed to have in this world. If you have a lot of Icha Shakti and no Kriya Shakti, is no point also. You know, my interest, my vision is to have this. Have you done anything about it? No, I have not done anything. Then that's just dream, fantasy. Icha Shakti must be there. Kriya also must be there. Together is how you get Murugan, which is man of action. So, Icha Shakti, creative urge and desire for greater good. So this workshop that you're going to go now is to develop that Icha Shakti. What is it that you really want? That you must really specify and want it earnestly. If you don't want it earnestly, you won't have it. You cannot say, let me see. That doesn't happen. Or we'll cross the bridge when we come to it. Okay, those are questions. That means you have not got a clarity. You need to have real clarity what you really want. Like what Ramakrishna pushed the person, I want to see God. Really? And he pushed him under the water. After 1.5 minutes, he came up. What did you think of? He said, initially I thought of my family, I thought about my work, but eventually I only thought about air. I wanted to breathe. So I want only air, oxygen. I wanted oxygen. He said, can you think of God like as if you're thinking of oxygen? He said, so like that, the intensity must increase. Second is that you have this part of it, which is the click. Capable of playing a more important role in Sai's mission. So you move from there to this. So I want to play a part in his mission. Okay, fine. Because I find devotees, let me tell you from the 30 or 40 years of experience, you can do all the mantra, everything else. But the easiest way, get involved in the mission work. Get involved in doing his work. You'll find your personality also is changing. Number 2, confidence starts developing. Number 3, continuously you're in meditation. Because you're thinking about Bhagavan all the time. Even when you go to work along the road, you're thinking, okay, I'm not coming to the center, but have you done this? Have you done this? See, I called Brother Ramesh a few times from Chicago, from Kuala Lumpur. I didn't come, but okay, have you done? So it's a concern. When you're continuously concerned about his mission, you're in this orbit. You don't have to worry about anything. You're in the system. Can you see concern? It's like wedding. When your daughter's wedding, do you say you don't have time? You won't say what? Daughter's wedding, I know, I was too busy in the workplace, When is the marriage? You don't tell your wife. When is hey, your daughter's wedding, you should know. And then have you called these people? Have you telephoned? Have you got the food? How much food is there? Because wedding is a very sensitive issue. If you don't call the right people and make them sit in the right places, until you die, you will be getting it. So, therefore, you have to call everybody, make sure everything is there, the food people are arranging. All this you're doing. Why? Because my daughter. Can you see? My daughter. So, in this word, Swami is saying, my mission, Swami's mission, your mission, I must be part of it. That's what Hanuman did. He just didn't care about anything. He just jumped and got the Sita back. And not Sita back, at least found out where Sita was. That means he's part of the mission. That's why in the Hillview Stadium, the highest statue is Hanuman. Why do you think Swami built that? Hey, be like him. Be like him. Be like missionary like him. So that you can continuously be with. So to achieve this, you need to do this. What is that? Click. Yeah, identify and break the shackles of our limitation. All the limitation, you have to cut it now. So in the next workshop, is cutting. No, I'm not going to. Last time, I used to spend 3 hours in TV. No, now I'm going to do 1 hour. Cut it. Then use that time. Transform that into positive things. That's what improvement is all about. Creating better versions of yourself. Next. Click. So the greatest disease is that we think we are the mind. This is that one quotation. We think we are the mind. But that is where we should transcend. Next. When truth, justice, compassion, peace flee from man, world degenerates into a snake pit. God then comes down as an avatar to rescue mankind. He comes to reveal to man his reality, to restore to him his birthright of Atmic bliss. That's all. I've come to tell you that you Atma. That's all. But we do everything else. But why you came here? To tell you that you are Atma. Go to that level. That level of experience. If I go to that level, then what? If you go to that level, what will happen is your productivity will be higher, thinking capacity will be good, clarity will be fantastic, you will get many more returns. Don't you want to do this? Is a fantastic investment. If I go there, I can get all these 3. So why should I get trapped here? Yeah. Does it make sense what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. So now in your house, you must be a light, a lamp, small lamp in your house. So in the house. So the house, from now on, the meditation. So from now on, you decide, I don't want to be unhappy. From this moment, I will not allow anything to make me sad. I will be a happy person. Because Baba said, you have my devotee, you must be happy. So from this moment, I am the light of the house. That's why you light an altar. When you light an altar, this light in my heart, I'm happy. See, this is what, I'm very happy person. So when you get up in the morning, how do you get up? Do you get up in the morning? Are you getting up in the morning like a happy person? Or are you getting, one more day? How do you get up in the morning? Do you feel very enthusiastic and positive when you get up? Or are you a person who gets up very sad and depressed? Happy, I hope. Yeah, happy, yeah. So from this lamp that you lit, next, you go to the, click. Yeah, house. So now, in your house, then you should be the source of happiness for other people in the heaven. So Appa fighting, it's okay, it doesn't matter, leave it. Like that. Don't go and pour oil into the fire. But you must pour water into every fire. So the house becomes lit up. See, because your whole house, as a result of spiritual person, that spiritual person's blessing is the house is happy. Whenever you come to the house, I feel so happy. The mother or father must say that. They should not say, whenever you leave the house is happy and something is wrong. Okay, the house must be happy. Okay, next one. Then as a result, you become the street lamp. You become in the whole street there. All the people in the place there must be happy. Then slowly you'll find that not only not only your community, but society as well, the moonlight. Ooh, everybody in the community, like this region, will be happy. Then not only this happiness that you see, now there becomes the sunlight, which is the whole world. Now you become a light to the whole world. So this is the effulgence that must expand and expand and expand. Yeah. Next. Yeah, so let's keep on clicking. Yeah. So, okay, this is the mechanism of it. Physical, mental, intellectual zone. I'm trapped here. So my intention of coming to the Sai Center, click, is to move towards the Atmic zone, which is Swami. So from here, I'm caught here. Watch, this is a mechanism. I'm giving you so the three, I'm trapped here. So what do? I must go to Atma zone. So who helps me to go there? This click, you find that for me to transfer is the Satya Sai organization. It helps you in the Sai Center, everything else to move towards. This process of moving from this consciousness to this consciousness is the Chitta Shuddhi. This is where the purity of the consciousness comes in. Then as a result of the consciousness, improved consciousness, it controls your attitude. So if you want higher attitude, you must increase higher consciousness. With that attitude comes your actions. So whatever actions that you're flowing is influenced by the attitude. The actions influences the results. So this is what you want in life. So your results will be very powerful. So what type of results you want? Sustainable result, very outstanding result, very constant happiness. But Atmic qualities, all are those qualities. So by focusing on Atma, you eternal, immeasurable, unmanifest, all these qualities will get you the results like this. So it's a cut short. We don't have to work hard. You work smart. You don't have to be very stressed up. Sai devotees, Satya Sai devotees should not feel stress. Oh, I'm feeling stressed. You should not say that. You should know how to manage the stress in a beautiful manner by moving towards this plane of consciousness, Atmic consciousness. Yeah. Next one. Yeah, so this is the result. Yeah? Chitta Suddhi. Yeah. So principle 4, flip the switch. So this is what they will teach you in the workshop of the flipping the switch. So this is how you flip. So 3 things: physical, mental, intellectual. How do you flip the switch? I'm not committed. I don't want to plant the trees. Let's say I don't want to plant the trees. I'm not interested. How do you flip the switch? So flip the switch is that when you're in these 3, go to the Atmic. If you're operating from the Atmic state, then from the Atmic state, when you look at it, you always look for eternal, sustainable. So the same tree planting is, I will commit now because I'm thinking about my children's benefit of this. So I want to plant the tree. So you're not thinking about earlier you said you don't have time. Now I'm having time because I'm thinking about sustainability. So you flip the switch. If you know how to flip the switch, everything in your life will become fantastic. Now you go back, mother-in-law, Suresh, you don't understand. I'm staying with my mother-in-law. It's terrible, annoying. So now flip the switch. Now you can marry another husband. That cannot possible. Okay, shift the house. I cannot do. I have to stay with the same house. Then what do? Then I use my mother-in-law to develop my patience because I want to go to the Atma. See, I flipped it. Now, every time I go to my mother-in-law, I wait for her to irritate me and I watch myself whether I'm getting irritated or not. The less and less I'm getting irritated, the more and more Atmic I become. I'm telling my mother-in-law, thank you so much for irritating me because now my patience is now not there anymore. I'm going more towards God. So because of her, I'm moving towards my Atma. See, I flipped it. I'm okay already. My life is okay. So like this, I need to know how to flip the switch. So the workshop people will ground you on this example. Next one. We are not the tools. We are the ones who are using the tool. So in mind and intellect are the tools. We are not the tools. We are only using your mind. We are only using the intellect. Yeah, next. Yeah. So start watching your thoughts, looking at your thoughts, not from them, and see what happens. So always from external, look at your thoughts like that. What's the time now? Yeah, so how much do I do? Huh? We're done. Okay, done. Okay. So this is what just follow these 4 principles and I think you're okay. Last one I just want to emphasize is yearning. My dear friends, the greatest motivation in life is when you are in the coffin. One day all of us will die. unless somebody has got some immortality or something like that. But otherwise, everyone will. So when you're dying and going, the greatest motivation, what is it that you have left behind? What is it that people are talking about? Continuously think of this. If you think like this, you'll be very motivated to do 100,000 things, because you're given a short time in this world. In this short period of time, we must do what is achievable and redeem our life and go away. So this is what we want you to focus today's workshop, and really anchor yourself, look deeply within, and commit to change, commit to look at different things, so that we'll be able to do the best for yourself, for your community, society, but more importantly for Swami, so that our life can be redeemed and we'll be totally blissful and happy. Sai Ram, thank you so much.